All right.
Good morning. It's a beautiful Friday morning in Fairfield.
It's a beautiful morning. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
I'm Mark Turner. That's Claire Vaughn. Clifford Reaver and Sheldon Bunning are on the other side of the table today.
Being a little camera shy over there. I told them they need to act like they love each other, but
All right. Who's got first deal? And what's the minimum bet?
oh my goodness.
Oh, man. Veterans Day Parade tomorrow afternoon. Man.
Yes, sir. 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Line up at 1 o'clock on North 1st Street.
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
I don't think we're going to have to worry about rain tomorrow.
Well, it's at 65 degrees, I think.
Look at it, the
last time I
forecast.
looked.
60 today with sunshine. Tomorrow some clouds. 63 for the parade. It's not too bad.
Be a good day.
Sunday 67, Monday 70, Tuesday 66, 71 on Wednesday, and then it drops back down to 59 on Thursday. So
All glorious November weather.
I love it. This is my
we
favorite
live in
time of
Illinois.
year.
Stick around an hour or two to change.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it'll change.
Yeah.
Just don't change from 2 o'clock until about 4.
Nah,
It'll
looking
be
good.
fine.
Looking good for tomorrow. Wow, man.
Dress for winter in the morning and, summer
Yeah.
by the afternoon.
Layered
Layered
You
up.
have to layer.
Yes, for sure. Well, I do want to introduce our special guest. I know you kind of gave their names, but we appreciate you guys coming and joining us on It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield. Clifford Reaver, town staple for at least 29 years at this point, right?
No, I think it's about 22 years, I think, that I've done this. So.
Well, that's awesome. We appreciate all you do with it and talking about the Veterans Day Parade and all you do for that. We sure appreciate you. And Sheldon Bunning,
He come on the train about 7 years ago.
7 years ago, he's been shadowing and helping.
He's not shadowing.
No.
He just does it.
Nor do I want to be in charge of it.
He made the comment one time. He said, "I'll see what I can do to get some people," and he got some people. So he pretty well stayed with it then.
Good. It's fun. I always love our parades here in town, and the Veterans Day is a great one.
I do have one quick question for you. I know a couple of years ago you guys were looking for a tank. Did you ever find one?
No tank.
He's still looking for a tank.
A tank to go in the. Oh, that'd be awesome.
This is our last golden opportunity because we still have a crappy
The
Main
road
Street.
would be right
Yeah.
now. Would be the prime time.
Yeah.
But you sure
People
don't
might
go
not-
on and on a new one.
They might not like that if
No.
we take a
it
tank
depends on
down.
what kind of tank you get. You can get one of the smaller tanks that don't weigh, 70 tons or whatever.
I mean, we take any kind of tank. I mean, we prefer a larger one, but
He
The
wanted,
bigger the better.
Yeah, he wanted the big one, not the little one, though.
Yeah, no RC car tanks, huh?
no.
Well, I understand that. That would be cool, but come on. We gotta make it happen, guys, by tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's just not many of them on Marketplace. I mean, it's...
They're not out there.
But have you
So,
tried Craigslist?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But that's the...
You never know what you'll actually get when you search for like tank or some, you never know what kind of code word it is for something else.
You are
Like,
correct.
That's not what I wanted. I
I'm
swear.
not proficient in the dark web, so I don't...
Me either. Oh my gosh. Well, let's do a quick recap of local sports this week.
Well,
When-
not that great of a week.
Yeah, Wednesday night was tough.
Tuesday or Saturday, went down to Greenville.
Oh yeah.
Greenville was pretty darn good. But they had really good things to say about Fairfield. The sportsmanship, how the team played.
Good.
I mean, even fans, Greenville fans, on our way leaving the stadium stopped us and said, "Man, you guys were good."
That's awesome.
know.
And I love the sportsmanship thing. That's something I
Yeah.
always point out on Mule Nation too. You see our guys, they tackle someone and they give their hand to pull them back up.
Yeah.
I think that just speaks volumes about the program. And
Well, wasn't there something that the IJSHA Elemento QOP shared the other day about somebody got a little wound up?
Well, I do know there was a
oh yeah, in
there
the
was
locker
an
room.
incident up north. Macomb beat Quincy Notre Dame in the volleyball regional, and a couple of the Notre Dame parents charged into the locker room
To tell the coach what they thought about that.
Yeah.
Said
to basically say, I could do a better job.
Yeah, said you gave up on the girls, you gave up on them, and
Yeah.
that's why they lost. And
And then
I feel better. It was their own coach they charged.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
And then it continued after they left the locker room. They followed her out of the locker room and chased her,
And I think I read she has like a 24-hour rule, which I kind of appreciate. Like, okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Let's wait for 24 hours and then we'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
Calm down, think about it. Because all of us can say things in the heat of the moment where you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But they did not follow that. They didn't follow the 24-second rule. They charged right in there.
Well,
but,
it's you gotta have a filter,
Yeah,
And
my
then,
brain isn't as fast as my mouth sometimes, so.
And then Saturday.
Well, us three work for the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clifford might get away with, he's retired, he might
Yeah.
get away with no filter.
Ella Sager, Grant Jeanette advanced to the state cross country meet this weekend at Detweiler Park in Peoria.
How amazing. The second year in a row
Mm-hmm.
that they have both advanced to state, and we got to, go out and watch them, the entire cross country compete in regionals for Mule Nation. And
Do you run along with him, Mark? Or?
No.
No, okay. I mean, I don't.
listen,
Well,
that would have been the breathiest broadcast.
If I were doing that, okay, after about the first 50 feet,
Yeah.
they'd left me behind.
Right.
And then after about 150 feet, the lead runner would have
Caught
passed
back
me.
up. It was fun to watch, though.
Monday night, we advanced to the Sweet 16 in volleyball.
Yes.
And then last night, Wednesday night, I keep thinking today's Thursday for some reason. I don't
That's
know why.
weird.
I wonder why.
But anyway,
So weird.
I'm a day behind. I don't know. But Wednesday night, the Lady Mules ran into a buzzsaw. Ran into a bulldog, I guess.
Oh, but yeah, Bulldog for
Carmi
sure.
White County, and they defeat the Mules 2-1.
Yep. Lady Mules won the first set and dominated that first set. But
Yeah.
by the second
Yeah.
set, Carmike came back and their serving was on point,
Yeah.
and they pretty much dominated the second. And the third, those Lady Mules, they have so much fight in them, and they fought back they were down the entire match, and they fought back and they fought back and just didn't have enough time.
And then, Lady Mules finished 35-4.
Yeah.
The four seniors, Riley Edwards, Emerson Robbins, Laney Clark, and Mabry Ellis,
Yep.
are going to be missed. But
They will
there's
be.
a lot of talent left in the cupboard
Yeah.
for next year.
Yep. We've enjoyed broadcasting them their senior year and wish them the best of luck in the future.
And now we start thinking about basketball, which is a couple of weeks away.
2 weeks, yeah. I looked at the schedule. Our first broadcast is 2 weeks from yesterday, from Thursday.
Yeah.
So we, there ain't no rest for the wicked,
That's hard to believe. It's basketball season.
Right? I mean, there's no time hardly in between. So we're looking forward to that. Mule Nation should post the our broadcast schedule coming up before long. So. Anywho, it's a good recap. Looking ahead for broadcast, we have the Veterans Day Parade tomorrow, and that's all we have on our schedule for 2 weeks, right? Oh, Veterans Day program at FCHS next Friday as well, I believe.
That's right.
Well, I think
I think it starts at 10.
10 a.m.
10
So,
o'clock, yeah.
yep, we'll
That's
broadcast.
what I was told.
Yeah.
We'll broadcast
To be
that
there
too.
by 10.
By 10.
Yes.
That's what the wife told you?
Yes.
The boss?
I saluted her. Yep,
Yep.
I'll be there.
Yep, we broadcast that last year too, and it was such a beautiful
Oh, yeah.
program. They always
It sure
do a great
was.
job, and looking forward to that. So,
And then next Saturday is the veteran service out at Maple Hill.
The
yes,
actual
At 11
Veterans
o'clock.
Day service. So.
11 o'clock. Be sure and go out and attend that. It's a great tradition. We were talking before we went on air about the tradition of the Veterans Day Parade and the tradition of having that out there, and that's just something we hope that continues to live on even after you guys retire from it.
And speaking
I can't take it on. I got too much.
I've
Don't
got-
ask me because I'll
I've
say
got
yes.
Veterans
I
Day
didn't plan on taking it on
Oh,
this
boy.
long. There. I just opened up my mouth the wrong time.
I
and got
know.
it.
Listen, I'm a yes woman typically, so I feel
Can you
you.
help with that? Well, sure. Why not? Okay.
Yep.
You get it all taken care of, you call us.
Oh goodness. Well, while we're
But you've
on
been doing it for a number of years.
Yeah.
20
I went down to Farmington, Missouri. We went down there to do a concert one time. and they were having a Veterans Day parade down there. So I came back up.
He was part of a barbershop quartet.
Yeah, and that was
Traveling.
where they had the, I can't even remember what it was, marketplace and all that stuff across the street over here. And I walked in and I said, we need to have a Veterans Day parade. That was the wrong thing to
They
say.
said, great idea. You just
23 years later, that's it. It's still going.
Well, we appreciate all your hard work with it and information about it. It starts at 2 tomorrow.
Starts at 2 o'clock. The lineup is down on North 1st Street by the high rise. It's first come, first serve. Just come in, get in line,
Yep.
and you don't have a number. Don't worry about a number. There's
Okay.
3 guys down there, and all they're going to do is just kind of move you up a little bit or whatever.
Okay.
Typical parade route.
The same
Yes.
one for
Okay.
homecoming and for the Christmas
Come around
parade.
through
Both
Court
of them.
Street
Yep.
and then up and around down Main.
Nothing changes. They all got all 3 of them going the same way, so that works out good.
Good.
And
Yeah, that helps. Trust me. They used to have a different route, right?
For the homecoming.
For homecoming.
homecoming was from the high school.
The first year I was
Yeah.
back, and I just had Felix. I guess it wasn't the first year, but the first year I was back, had a kid, and was going to go to the parade. Homecoming parade. We go up on the Elks balcony like, ooh, we're ready for the homecoming parade. And Lucas Vaughn, my brother-in-law, texts me. He's like, no, you're not. Crap.
Saturday morning, I'd like to mention that there's going to be a breakfast over at the Catholic Church
Okay.
from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock. And if you would, call Dennis Zerlini
Yep.
at what was the number?
618-599-8168. And
You
that's
don't really need to have they just like to kind of know how many's going to be there.
How much
And
food
I
to
talked
prepare.
Dennis the other day, and he said he's got quite a few calls. So
good. And now, is there
If the
a...
Zellinis are cooking it, it's usually out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be whole hog sausage, right?
I was going to say, it
I don't know, but it won't be. It'll be good.
It'll be
whatever it
good,
is.
yeah.
makes me
And
think
then
of that.
after
yeah.
the parade, for all the parade participants at the Elks Club, the FNB and the Elks are sponsoring a meal after the parade for all parade participants.
That's awesome. I
So,
love that
and-
they do
and
that, too.
and FNB and the Elks have done this. I can't tell you how many
How
years.
long?
It may have been since the start. I don't remember. Too many things go on.
I
in
know.
20-some
You've
odd
slept
years.
since then a little bit.
But I do have an interesting thing.
Okay.
As of right now, there will be a flyby.
Oh.
Rod Taylor out of Indianapolis, Indiana, is going to bring down his old C-45 World War II plane,
Wow.
and he will do a flyby. And then before the parade, out at the airport, about 11 or so, if people would like to go out, they can go out to the airport and go through it and look at it.
Oh, my. How cool.
The C-40, that's a cargo plane, right? From
Yeah.
World War II, is that right?
That was the one we had a couple of years ago, if you remember,
Yeah.
that he flew over. Same
Yeah,
That's
I do
one.
really
remember that.
neat.
And he's going to take 10 veterans that signed. That there was 10 veterans,
Signed
so he's going
up.
to take them on a ride before out
Oh.
there. So
I love that.
Yeah.
kind of interesting. It's a little bit different than usual to
Yeah,
fly by.
your
but he said,
typical-
I'll come down and
Oh.
land and pick them up, and I'll take them for a fly.
That's amazing. I love, just honoring them and doing these special things for them. I just think that is amazing. My brother's a veteran, and, sometimes they don't get the attention or thanks that they need. So thank you guys for helping organize this stuff.
You bet.
It's amazing. But so Veterans Day Parade tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Stop by the airport before, or actually breakfast at 6 to 9.
Breakfast at 6 to 9, and then go out to. If
Go.
you want to go through the old World War II
Yep.
plane, you can go out there at
About
about
11.
11:30.
'Kay.
Should be about right. And
Yep, and then come get
and
set
then
up
he's
for the
got- He asked me
parade.
the other day. He sent me a text. He said, "What time do you want me to get up in the air?" And I said, "I'd like to have you go through about a quarter after 2.
Yeah.
Because at a quarter after 2, every one of the veterans
Oh,
will be
yeah.
on Main Street."
Yes,
So,
I love that.
so he said, "Got it." So
Good.
We're looking forward to it.
Well, thank you to him for doing that. That'll be amazing. But we're looking forward to it. You can catch the if you're out of town or if you're not able to make it, you can catch it on Mule Nation. Thanks to F&B Community Bank for sponsoring that broadcast.
Man, they do so much for the community.
They do.
They do.
And they don't ever bat an eye about it. You know,
Yeah.
they just.
I gave them a call, and I said, "Hey, are you guys interested in
Yeah.
being a sponsor? Would you want to be a co-sponsor or an exclusive sponsor?" Within 5 minutes, we want exclusive. You know, they're just so great.
We appreciate them because with every broadcast do come expenses, and these guys aren't free.
That's like I said, they've helped over there. On
We
the
may be
meal
cheap
after
and easy,
the-
Cheap,
but we're not
yeah.
free.
They've
Yeah.
helped with the meal every year for I don't know how many years.
Yeah, that's amazing. It really is.
Unbelievable. I mean, you go over there and there's a whole bunch of FNB.
People that are
People
actually there too.
working
They're not
over
just
there.
paying.
Yeah,
They're working
They're out
and they're.
there serving
Yeah.
this, serving tea or whatever.
Yep, and that's
But-
so important in a small town like this to be involved with the community. So we are grateful for them. All right, let's scroll into some other local events. Give the guys a break here from talking. You guys can have some coffee and. All right, so Veterans Day Parade tomorrow. We already talked about that. On Sunday, we have Fran Carter Memorial Scholarship Carnaby Square Fashion Show
Starts at 2:30. Doors open at 2.
at the First Christian Church. And there are still, surprisingly, some individual tickets available for that.
Yep.
So stop by Carnaby Square today and get those tickets.
I'm sure you could probably just give Christy a call and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, I need a ticket."
Well, hold
She'll
it for
put one
me.
back
Yeah,
for
they
you.
won't be
Yeah.
selling them at the door though, so we want to make sure that you get those. And I popped in on Wednesday, and she was kind of showing me some of the outfits she'd put together, and it's always such a fun time. Thanks to Blacks for providing all the tuxes for that, and go and help raise some funds for that scholarship. Fran Carter was such a staple in our community, and we all miss her. And they have a lot of great raffles too. Check out their Facebook
Yeah.
page, Fran Carter Memorial Scholarship. There's lots of good things raffled off. When Christy was on here, she was talking about a week stay in Nashville at an
Yeah.
Airbnb or something. So there'll be a lot of good stuff to raffle or to bid on. We also have, let's see what's next on our list. Oh, yeah, Willow Creek. They're having a comedy night coming up on November 11th. It's for 21 and up, and that starts at 8 p.m.
Couple of different comedians coming in.
Yeah, looks like they've been hosted on Comedy Central. And
Couple of big name comedians, yeah.
yeah, so go and check that out. Willow Creek is a great venue. I like to go out there, and it's always a fun time, and nothing better than a stand-up comedy show, in my opinion. Bobcats Frontier Community College is hosting a fall cornhole tournament on Tuesday, November 14th, and that's for ages 18 and up, 16 and up. I
16
can't
and
read. 16 and up, and that's from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Workforce Development Center. Yeah. Mark, hand me your readers. $5 per team or $3 for a single. It's directed by the Student Senate. So go out and support those athletes and students and help them. Oh, team with the best costumes will win a prize too. That's fun.
Really? The
Yeah,
costumes.
costume. So get in a theme and dress up, and you'll get your prize.
I'm just waiting for somebody to dress up as Beavis and Butthead for the cornhole tournament.
Great cornhole.
There you go. The great
TV
cornhole.
for his bunghole.
Oh my God, that would be a classic costume right there. I love it. Up next, Wind Down Wednesday, and the Hat Bar will be at Willow Creek on November, I think that was the 15th, from 6 to 9. So you can go and drink your wine, and you get to create your own custom hat at Willow Creek.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool. The hats are beautiful, but
make sure you don't partake a lot of the wine before you make the hat.
the hat may get a little tacky, but
Could
Or
wind up being
lopsided.
like a second grade arts and crafts project before you're done.
even if I didn't have wine, that's what mine's gonna look like when it's done. I'm not that. I'm the creative brain, but not the hands don't go with the brain.
You're an idea person.
I'm a doer, but I do not do crafts well. But go out and check that out. I think that's such a fun little event. Also coming up on November 18th and 19th, Libby's been working hard with the retail merchants on their upcoming holiday open house. Saturday hours are 9 to 5, and Sunday is 12 to 4. You can shop in all the stores. They have specials, door prizes, chamber bucks, and more. Bring the family downtown. It's always a fun shopping event.
Is Mrs. Claus coming back this year?
Mrs. Claus will be at the chamber
Okay.
office. You get to write letters to Santa, eat cookies, and a special treat for each kid. I remember bringing my boys up last year, and they had so much fun at the chamber with
Yeah.
Mrs. Claus. So go and check that out. And in the same breath, I also want to say RJ on Main, where we are currently recording this, we're actually participating in the holiday open house too. We've opened up the building to local small businesses that don't have a storefront. And there's a lot of those out there that make unique, fun stuff. So we've opened it up to them to come in and set up and sell their holiday gifts and specials. We'll have light refreshments. We're going to do Saturday and Sunday, November 18th and 19th from 1 to 5 p.m. Just kind of did the afternoon. So come
Can we
out.
get a Jeep in here, Mark?
Well, I don't know.
It will
You know-
Maybe in pieces? Or-
You always hear stories, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard stories from people that say there are thousands of Jeeps still in crates from World War II.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it true?
I don't know. I don't know.
How
but
do we
you
get
know,
our-
we could probably
Lore.
pull a crate in here, set a Jeep up.
Might be able to.
Well, if you can do it, we can make it happen, you know? That's the only vendor that gets to come in. Sheldon with his Jeep.
Some assembly required.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. All right. I'm super excited about this one. The Glow Bingo that the Wayne County Humane Society puts
That
on.
is, the 18th, right?
November 18th.
Okay.
I bought my tickets yesterday. Glow Bingo, it's at the Elks. Saturday, November 18th at 7. Doors open at 6. You can call Brenda Bauman. Her number's listed there. Or you can stop in Carnaby and talk to Chris Parent. She has the tickets
Yeah.
as well. So get your tickets. That event is always sold out. So do not wait. And this one, we want to touch on again real fast. Christmas Parade. Mark your calendars for December 2nd for the Christmas Parade.
I have been seeing stuff on Facebook for about a week now.
On the Christmas
of
Parade?
different Christmas parades here and in Olney and all over the area.
Right. So if you're questioning
Yeah.
why do we do it on December 2nd? It's because, you got to spread out so
Yeah.
that way, people can go. I remember as a kid, we went to Olney all the time for Christmas lights and we kind of did a
Yeah, Olney's-
rotation
Olney's
too
got that,
and
got a big in their fairgrounds.
Yeah.
A big light up. And
which Fairfields has gotten really good over
yeah,
the years too.
Fairfields is good. Jeff has a nice little display up
I
there
actually
that they
did not
put
know.
around their little park.
Very cool.
They're just all over the place.
They are. And our Festival of Lights will open December 2nd as well after the parade.
Yep.
And if you're interested in, being what are they called? Greeter?
Greeter.
A greeter. Contact Christy Horning and she can get you on the schedule. It's always a fun time.
It's
Sometimes
always
a
fun.
cold time.
Yeah.
But
It's cold, but there's a burn barrel out there.
That's right.
Right.
You can burn some firewood. for you.
yeah.
There's plenty of firewood out there, and
Yeah, that's fun. You said you guys brought hot dogs
We
and
brought-
s'mores
yeah, brought hot
and
dogs and s'mores and hot chocolate one year.
I love that. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Finally, Fall Fun Fest. Mark your calendars. Date change, guys. Alert, alert. The date has changed. September 18th through 21st, 2024.
later.
A week later than it usually is. All you class reunions and people planning to come back to Fairfield for that, be sure and mark your calendar for that date change. That's all I have on the upcoming community events. If you guys do have community events that you'd like us to talk about, please send them to RJ on the air at raylanjames.com. Or if you see Mark or I out and about, just let us know or shoot us a text. We're pretty accessible.
Yeah. Just, if you see us on the street, yell at us.
Yep, we'd love to share your upcoming events. Oh, one more upcoming event that's coming on this weekend. Daylight savings time ends.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's where you set your clock from sunshine and happiness to dark
to
and depression,
darkness
right?
and
Okay.
depression.
We're going to fall back an hour.
I can't even get my kids to school on time in this time, right? So now I have to get them up an hour earlier. It's so hard with children. It's hard as an adult.
The good thing is when you get them up now, it will be daylight.
Will it?
Is that right?
No.
Allegedly.
Yeah, 'cause
If
it'll
they're
get
falling
dark at 3
back.
o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's
I
dark at
can
3:30.
get them to bed earlier. That
Yeah.
is true. I can get them to bed earlier, so that'll be good. But anyways, I'm praying for all you mamas and daddies out there with little kids. But do not forget to turn your clocks back on Sunday morning at 2 a.m. is the official time, right?
Do it Saturday night before you go to bed.
Thank goodness for these wonderful devices that just automatically update.
Yeah.
But I usually live in like a week of fog because I haven't changed the one on my microwave or my clock or my
The stove
vehicle.
or the coffee pot,
Well,
What time is it?
the
clock in my-
VCR.
The clock in my vehicle changes twice a year.
Does it actually change for you?
No.
Okay, because I have to go on and do like turn on daylight savings
No.
or turn off. I'm like, what? Can we
No,
not just make this automatic?
Actually, the clock in my vehicle never changes.
You just leave it.
Yeah, we just leave it. That way we're never late.
Well, you may be really early, I guess, or I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Dad always used to say, better be you better be 10 minutes early. If it starts at 1, you better be there at 10 till 1.
I appreciate that. Being late is my biggest pet peeve, but I will say, since I've had children, I do have a little bit more understanding for it. As I mentioned earlier, we struggle to get to school on time some days. I'm like, dang it, it's 8:12 again. We missed the bell. But, you just got to learn to eat your words once you become a parent for all the things you judged people for before. All right, into local birthdays and anniversaries. Monday, October 30th, we had Seth Hof, Richard Atterbury, Ross Bassnett, who also got married this past weekend. Yeah, and I think his wife's, so they got married. I think his wife's birthday was the next day, and then Ross's birthday was the next day. So they're just going to have one big celebration weekend for the rest of their lives. But congratulations to Ross and happy birthday. Happy birthday, Greg Parrott, Kelly Bassinet, and Judy Griswold, also on the 30th. Happy birthday to Carol Tannehill and Randy Ellis on the 31st. November 1st, happy birthday, Jeremy Carter, Sarah Atwood, Darla Hall, Holden August, and Gary Short. November 2nd, I don't know if you guys know this girl, Claire Vaughn.
Trying to picture.
Who's that?
Happy
trying
belated
to-
birthday.
Yeah.
Happy
Thank
belated
you.
birthday.
Thank you. I'm 29
How old will you
again.
be?
29, yeah.
29,
Mhm.
okay.
That's my story. My mom was 29 for the longest time, and once we got into our late 20s, she's moved up now to, I think, 39. Yeah, so we're just going to go with that. My birthday buddies as well, Ruth McMean. Happy birthday, Ruth. Becky Vaughn and Dennis Garrett. Go. Happy birthday. November 3rd, Julie Aman, Chris Robson, and Clint Lee. November 4th, Brantley Wright, Erica Hart Burris, Robert Tennyson, who works out at the college.
Yeah.
Olivia Baumgardner, Jeremy Witter, and Sylvia McDaniel, the wonderful custodian out at Cornerstone Community Church. Happy birthday, November 5th, to Joan Wallace, Judy Wood, and Courtney Mays. Courtney Woodrow was her maiden name. Happy birthday to all of you. If you have birthday or anniversary submissions, don't forget to send them in. Once again, RJ on Main, RJ on the air at raylandjames.com. Let me get my
Well, you
thoughts
can bring
in
them
order
into
here.
RJ on me.
You can bring them in here? Yeah, sure. Sure. Ashley will make you a cup of coffee. Was it an okay cup of Joe?
Pretty good coffee.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, we got a Keurig in here. We're pretty fancy.
Man, uppity.
We're waiting for Fusion to start sponsoring us, you know.
Yeah. Landon? Hint,
Andrew?
hint, hint.
Yeah, right. Oh, my goodness. All right. Moving in to trivia questions.
Okay.
Mark has prepared these.
I know. I don't know if I'm ever a fan of his trivia questions.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen them, so don't think
Because
we've cheated.
They are good trivia questions. That's the
They're
reason
what?
why.
They're good, he
Good.
says.
They're Veterans Day trivia,
Oh, okay.
and they'll be pretty. some
I
of them
feel
will
like you'll be a
pretty easy.
ringer. Like, I feel like you're a
No.
trivia guy.
No.
No?
Useless knowledge stuff is where
Okay.
I excel at.
Well, then
Maybe
you'll fit
70s
right
name
in.
that tune.
Okay, next time we have you on, remember that.
Useless.
Useless trivia questions or 70s name that tune. I like that idea.
70s name that tune. Yeah, okay. All right, number 1. Before it was known as Veterans Day, what was the name?
Armistice Day.
Yep.
What was
Armistice
it?
Day.
Armistice Day.
Yep.
I thought you said promiscuous day. I'm like, well, what was happening in these armed forces?
All righty. Number 2. Who was the president who signed the bill into law designating November 11th as Veterans Day? He probably rode in a C-45.
Truman.
Not Truman. Later on.
Later on.
I cheated.
Eisenhower.
Good job.
Dwight David. All right. Number
The
3.
original Double D.
Yeah, that's right. Number 3. What historical event occurred on November 11th?
The treaty. Yeah.
The end of World War I,
Well, yes.
which, the Versailles Treaty.
Versailles Treaty. There you go.
that
See,
you
I
talked
didn't.
about.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know how they picked the
On
significance
the
of the
11th day
day.
of the 11th month.
Oh.
The 11th hour of the 11th day of the
Yeah.
11th month.
Yeah. I should have paid more attention in
Yeah.
history class. Sorry, Bobby.
All right. Next one. How do Memorial Day and Veterans Day differ? What's the difference between the two?
Memorial Day is honoring those who have gone, passed before us, and Veterans is honoring all veterans, alive and dead. Correct?
Did you read this on the back or what?
I've had to look that up before because I wasn't sure.
All right, number 5. On each Veterans Day, a ceremony is held at 11 in the morning around this monument in Arlington National Cemetery.
The
Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
You
There you
got
go.
it? Yeah, there you go. In which state is Arlington National Cemetery located?
That's in Virginia.
Virginia. You got it.
Virginia. That's
All
her
right.
nickname.
Number 7. What actor attained the highest U.S. military rank ever?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I just- Oh, wasn't George Bush a actor and
Lee Marvin.
why am I thinking
Nope.
only
Not
presidents?
Lee Marvin.
He was not a president.
I know. Okay.
John Wayne.
Not John Wayne.
Ronald Reagan.
Not Ronald.
Actor.
Actor.
I know. I went presidents and actors
I
for
was-
some reason.
Reagan was an actor.
Well,
Sort of.
True. But
Bedtime for Bonzo. So, yeah. Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart.
He was a brigadier general in the U.S. Air Force Reserve.
Huh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. Number 8. Name of the youngest U.S. Army officer to be promoted to general.
where did you get this trivia?
Yeah.
The youngest officer.
How to make us look dumb.
I can give you some clues. You know, he had a last stand out west.
Oh, custard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. The hints start coming in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragging it out.
Okay, what flower is the symbol of Veterans Day?
You know that.
Posy?
Oh, that's poppy.
Poppy.
The poppy. Yep.
I could picture it.
All right. And number 10, what patriotic song debuted on an Armistice Day broadcast in 1938?
That was before my time, but
Oh, you're saying it's
hey, you're closer.
Oh,
America
closer,
the
okay.
Beautiful.
No. But you're
Star
on the right
Spangled
track.
Banner. I don't know.
Nope.
God bless America.
That is it. God bless
There you
America.
go.
It's like a gift. It just comes to me.
You knew it. No, I didn't.
That's all I have. That's all I
Oh
got.
man, I'm glad that's over, man.
Yeah.
Woo.
I was trying to find the easiest ones I could find.
Well,
You know, because there were some in there that were pretty tough.
yeah.
And those weren't.
Those were not. Those were so easy.
Yeah, those were in the easy category. I knew them all.
I will.
Well, yeah, because you looked up the answers.
Oh, well, yeah, I had a inside track.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna read some local news real quick, and then we'll
right.
get into your.
Well, I don't have much today.
Thank you to Tom Levine for sharing his news stories with us. We sure appreciate you. 46-year-old Daniel Brockett, and 39-year-old Carrie Collins, both of Fairfield, were taken into custody Monday after Marion County Sheriff's deputies had been called to the area to investigate a suspicious vehicle. Sheriff Kevin Cripps says Brockett was arrested following questioning after the vehicle was stopped. Collins was arrested a short distance away after another alert neighbor had reported a suspicious person walking along the Route 161 extension nearby.
They were looking for a place to TP.
I mean, seriously. Cripps says after a burglary last week, the owner had installed cameras at the home. Around 2:30 Monday morning, they remotely saw someone trying to break into the home again.
Ooh.
What did they have that was so valuable that they had to go back and get more? That's crazy. But Cripps says
Fresh
Brockett...
cookies in the oven.
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
Cripps says Brockett had returned to the area later in the day Monday with a relative to try and find Collins. Some of the items stolen from the home have been recovered at another residence. And, yeah, another burglary was also reported Monday afternoon that had occurred sometime Sunday night at a garage of a home. And the owner reported the door pried open but nothing taken. A pair of shoes was left behind.
What?
I mean, maybe that's their, like,
Their
staple.
calling card?
Yeah.
It's the
what is-
shoe burglar.
It makes me think of Home Alone, you know, where he's like the wet bandit. He's got to leave the water running everywhere
Yeah.
he goes and try to flood the house out. So this guy's the, what do you even call that? Yeah, shoe.
He's the man,
Barefoot
the
man.
man with no shoes burglar.
The barefoot burglar. Oh, I like it. I mean, we do not condone these actions, but we will try to bring some humor to it.
Yep. We'll make fun of him.
The other story I did want to touch on, Illinois State Police released their official report on the accident Sunday that claimed the lives of 20-year-old Bailey A. Walker and 13-year-old Bryson A. Walker, both of Flora. The accident was reported at 7:08 p.m., 1/10 of a mile west of Big Four Road. The investigation revealed that two pedestrians were traveling in the eastbound lane of US 50 due to their vehicle being disabled in the westbound lane when they were struck by a BMW SUV driven by Anthony Krutzinger, 32 of Flora. He had both a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old in the vehicle, which had to be towed from the scene. So thoughts and prayers are with their families. I mean, how heartbreaking is that?
Yeah, I know.
It's such a fear. I live on the East Highway, you know, and my kids and my dogs and just everyone out there. I see some kids walking up and down that highway every single day. And stay off your phones, people, please. I don't know if that was involved in this, but stay off your phones. Stay alert. There are kids and dogs and other vehicles around that may not be doing what you are expecting them to. Stay safe out there, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, today is National Homemaker Day. It's National Sandwich Day.
Who doesn't appreciate a good sandwich?
Speaking of good sandwiches, go to John's Butcher Block. If you have
Yeah.
not been to John's Butcher Block for a good sandwich, you are missing out. Oh, so good and cheap.
Well, so what's your go-to?
Nashville hot chicken
All right.
with like the really hot peppered cheese.
Oh, the pepper jack.
No, it's hotter than
Ghost
that. It's
pepper
like
jack.
ghost pepper jack. Yeah,
Man.
or yeah, I like it hot. And of course on wheat bread because the white bread went out in the 90s, guys.
Eat white bread and you'll be dead.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I miss the days when you could eat white bread and not be judged for it, you know?
Well, just don't eat white bread in public.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, it's just something you have to do behind your closed doors and don't
That's
tell
right.
people about.
That's right.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What do you get at Johnny's?
Fried turkey
Ooh.
on wheat.
Load it up with all the veggies and
I'm
stuff. Not a big veggie person?
Veggies guy, but it's got to have some lettuce, that tangy zip of Miracle Whip,
100%.
Miracle
some
Whip.
banana peppers, and bacon, and just good old.
You
American
add on the
Coke.
bacon, really?
I like the cold cut sandwich.
Yeah.
They're
just-
so good.
I
Just
just-
whatever, just
Yeah,
load it up
whatever
with
he
cold
wants to throw on
cut.
it.
The old standby. Roast beef and Swiss
Mm.
with lettuce and spicy mustard.
Okay, you guys have
Yeah.
inspired me to maybe switch it up a little
hungry.
bit.
You're
'cause
gonna be leaving
I
here in a
know.
minute.
We can eat at 9:15 in the
Yeah,
morning,
you
right?
can.
And you know what? Johnny probably make you a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the ladies there, they're always,
They'll oblige.
You bet.
yes.
It is Cliche Day.
Cliche day.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I was really trying to think of a good cliche to throw in there. I didn't come up with nothing.
Yeah.
Fountain pen day.
Who makes up these days?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Some
Why is
guy
there a
sitting in
fountain
little
pen?
white room that's doing nothing.
It
Well,
is
maybe we can
National-
be those guys one day.
National Jersey Day. So we don't
Like the
none of
shirt
us-
or like the cow?
No, the jersey.
Okay.
Not the
We gotta
Jersey
s-
cow.
we gotta
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, you didn't specify. So.
No, I did not.
Hey, stop in 618 Sports Cards
Yeah.
over here. I'm pointing because they're right behind us
Yeah.
through your flower shop, and then you'll hit 618 Sports Cards. But they always have some cool jerseys and
Yeah.
T-shirts and stuff in
And
stock.
no cows.
Yeah.
And no cows
Yeah.
will be
It's
harmed.
Well, you know, if you really wanted to get into the spirit of it, you could have a shirt made to look like a Jersey cow.
You could.
Or you could wear
could
your
have the day-
jersey on a Jersey cow,
Yeah, that's true.
You'd have the day covered that way. I mean, you're
just in case.
yeah.
It is also Give Someone a Dollar Day.
Give someone $1 day.
Yep.
Did you bring us dollars? Oh,
I
Sheldon's,
might have one.
Sheldon's
Tomorrow
on
is,
it.
He's got a
Use Your
dollar.
Common Sense Day. You're not giving us a dollar.
Hey, I've got one for everybody.
Oh my!
Making it rain.
Thank you.
How'd you end up with all the dollars?
Oh my
What do you
gosh!
mean
You
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
count if you don't
What-
keep it.
What have
Where
you
has this
doing there,
been?
Sheldon?
Yeah.
Huh?
What have you been doing there to
Hey.
get all them dollars?
Usually whenever you got a lot of dollars, you
Mind your
been
business,
someplace.
Turner.
Mind your business.
Tomorrow is Use Your Common Sense Day. And
I
it's
feel
na-
like that one is way out the
Yeah,
window.
that's going
Yeah.
down.
Nice try trying to make that a thing. It's
and
just
it's
not
also
going to happen.
National Easy Bake Oven Day.
Listen, there's not much better than the brownie out of an easy bake oven. Am I right?
And I noticed you didn't say brownies.
Oh,
'cause
yeah, it made
it's a little
one.
bitty pan. It's about one brownie.
That's about all you
So
got.
Now, the best
Daily-
of my knowledge, though, the main cooking source of that is a light bulb, correct? What are we going to do here when you cannot buy a regular incandescent light
There you
bulb
go. That's
before
true.
long?
That's
They'll be a
true.
thing of the past.
You'll have to leave your brownie in there for about 6 months with the LED light bulb.
Maybe
Pull it
more
out and
than
it has mold on it.
that. Sunday is daylight savings day on Sunday.
Yep.
So turn the clocks back. And Sunday is also National Redhead Day.
Do you qualify as a redhead?
I don't think I'm a ginger.
You don't?
I don't think so.
You keep telling yourself that.
Okay.
Just kidding. Oh goodness, those are good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know.
And you know what
days there.
yesterday was, don't you?
What was yesterday?
It was National Men Make Dinner Day.
Oh, I missed it.
I bet every restaurant in town was busy last night.
Yeah.
The phone lines to Classic
Yeah.
and DiMaggio's and Casey's were
Yeah.
probably,
Listen,
they probably went down because so many people were calling, so many guys were calling
The
for
grid's
pizza.
crashed.
I cannot keep up. Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
Well,
man. Have you heard that Chuck Norris is making a new movie?
No, but he should.
I feel like this is an entry to a
with
joke.
Vanilla Ice.
What? What is it?
It's called Zombie Plane.
Uh,
And in the spirit of that, I have some Chuck Norris jokes.
oh,
Oh, yes.
I love that.
I can get
bad.
sucked in on like Reels, Instagram, or TikTok for days,
Days.
on just Chuck Norris jokes.
They're great.
Chuck Norris once threw a grenade and killed 50 zombies. Then it exploded.
Uh-huh.
When a zombie apocalypse starts, Chuck Norris doesn't try to survive, the zombies do. When Chuck Norris gets bitten by a zombie, Chuck Norris doesn't turn into a zombie. The zombie turns into Chuck Norris.
Oh.
Yes,
Are you not a Chuck
Now,
Norris?
did you look for the worst?
I was
Chuck
gonna say, I know.
Norris jokes, Mark.
Are they
yeah.
all
They're
zombie
getting
related?
Yeah, they are. They are. There will never be a zombie apocalypse because when Chuck Norris... Oh, I already did that one. Okay. Had that on twice. Okay. When Chuck Norris was 5, he threw a paper airplane. It landed yesterday.
Uh-huh.
That one. And Chuck Norris cannot be tracked on radar. If he appears, it's too late. You're already dead.
That's funny.
I'll have to admit that I watched about half of Cocaine Bear last night. I'm
Did you
almost
like
ashamed
it?
to say that was. I like a lot of dumb stuff, but
Not that one.
it was
This is how bad it is. We went and saw it in the theaters.
Did
We
you?
paid money to go and see it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not even familiar with this movie.
Supposedly it's based on a real story.
Yes.
Where cocaine was dropped from an airplane, right? Mm-hmm. Dropped from an airplane. It missed its drop. I think it crashed. It's been a little bit since I watched it. Anyways, so all of this cocaine ended up in the forest. And a bear,
about 70 pounds worth.
70 pounds, okay?
Yeah.
A bear gets a hold of it.
Uh-oh.
Digs into it, eats it, gets addicted to it, goes crazy, just murdering anyone that walked into his forest.
It's actually, I watched the documentary the other night, then I come home and just so happened my only child at home was watching
The actual movie.
actual movie, but the documentary is really cool.
Does
Yeah.
Tara Reid's star in that?
Carrie Russell.
No. Oh, Carrie
Wasn't it?
Russell.
I think it was, yeah.
That shocked me.
Yeah.
I was thinking
I didn't know she was at her
Sharknado.
point in the. Yeah. I have not.
And Tara Reid.
I have
you
not
know?
watched Sharknado.
I have actually. I have watched every one of those Sharknado films.
Have you really? I've never watched one of those yet either. But
They are so ridiculous. They are hilarious.
yeah, they're entertaining.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, that's kind of, yeah, same with Cocaine Bear. It is entertaining, but it's also, the whole time I was watching it, I was fascinated to think that this was literally based off of a true story.
It is, but the bear actually was found dead where it ate the cocaine. But
Right. Instead of the whole drawn out movie. That would have been a boring movie, right?
you're right. Yeah. It would have been over in like 35 seconds.
Was there a coroner's inquest into the death? Did they rule it a suicide or
Yeah, right.
overdose?
Yeah, he didn't know what he was getting into, I don't think. But I know he had some mad drug lords.
Yeah. Was the drug lord murdered because the bear, took all the cocaine?
No. Oh, I don't
Didn't return
know.
it?
I don't know about that. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Got some. We couldn't really. You guys got a question of the day. No one gave me a question of the day submission. I couldn't come up with anything. So I came up with this or that questions. So I want your guys'
A
opinion.
little bit of this, a little
Yes,
bit of that.
this or that.
All
Are
right.
you coffee or tea?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You like both?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, both. More tea for me.
Yeah. I never
And are you
see you
referring
really
to hot
drink a
tea?
coffee. Tea.
Okay, I like an iced tea.
Yeah.
I
I have to have my coffee every morning.
That's the way. First thing in the morning,
Yep.
I gotta have
Yeah.
coffee, and then
Even if it's just one cup, I just, I need something. I think about that with my kids a lot. The fact that they just wake up and they're like just ready to go. I'm like, at what age does that go away?
13,
13-ish?
12 or 13.
It's probably
I
when
think.
you're first introduced to coffee.
Right.
Then you
start getting that dependency. And I didn't start drinking it till I was probably 22. I moved out to
Yeah.
Colorado, was working an internship out there and a daycare. And I was in my early 20s. I was staying up late. And then I had to be at this daycare by 7 a.m. to take care of children. So I'm like, what's that stuff? It smells really good. Let me have a cup of that. And yeah,
And all of a sudden,
the rest is history. Yeah, I'm awake.
I'm awake. Yeah.
And now, my birthday yesterday, I got 2 Fusion gift
Yeah.
cards.
I used
People know me that
I
that's my.
used to drink a lot of coffee,
Yeah.
and I made the mistake one day of going into a coffee shop, and I said, "I'm just feeling really run down. Give me one of those, and add a double shot of espresso."
Extra shot.
Yeah. And
Couldn't handle that.
You were vacuuming the roof.
Yeah. The roof of my mouth. I had to vacuum out. Got there some more dust.
See, a lot of times I'll go into Fusion and I'll be like, I need a Cuban with an extra shot. And I mean, I would do it before we'd go to Mule Nation games because I'm like, it's 5 o'clock. We're leaving. I still have to, have a personality for like the next 4 or 5 hours, and I'm done. Give me an extra shot.
Yeah. So you get because. What do you think? Mule games are boring? Or what?
No, I don't.
Just kidding.
I don't. But the drive sometimes
I
there
understand.
and the drive home, and
understand.
when you've been going since 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Some days are long.
I get
but
it. And you're rolling back home at
yeah,
10 or 11,
Right.
depending on where we go.
yeah. We've gotten spoiled with the recent broadcasts because
Oh, I know.
volleyball games were going so quick.
Yeah.
Some days it took us longer to set up and tear down than it did to
Well, I think that was the
broadcast
case
game.
when the Mules played T-Town in the regional.
Yeah,
last
it
week.
was.
I mean, we'd go to
Was it 30
McLeansboro.
minutes?
had to go to McLeansboro, and by the time we got set up and took down, I mean, it was just about the same amount of time. I mean, we were in the car. The match started at 6 o'clock. We were in the car by 6:45, headed home.
Oh my
I mean, it
goodness.
was that much.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy. All right, going on from coffee or tea, early bird or night owl? Do you guys prefer morning or night?
Night.
Nighttime, really?
Early.
It's the right time.
Yeah. I'm
And you still have to be at work by what? 7:30, 8?
8.
8, yeah.
I'm usually up early, so I guess early bird, because I've done it for so many years.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always had to be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I mean, it's always okay. So I just still get up there. I mean, to me, if I sleep till 6:30,
That's sleeping in.
I've slept in for the day.
Yeah.
I used to be a night owl, but as I get older, the night owl has moved up.
Now you're there.
Hours,
Yeah.
And I don't stay up very. 9 o'clock is the latest.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I'm neither. Like,
Yeah.
I want to go to bed early, and I would rather sleep in until, 7 o'clock, but that doesn't always happen, but yeah. Mountains or beach, if you could pick one.
Mountains.
Mountain girl, too.
Mountains for me too.
Yeah.
I'll go with mountains. I'm not that excited
I
about
mean,
the beach.
listen, I like the sound of it. I like the breeze. I just don't like the sand and the stickiness and the hot. I'm not a
Besides
hot
that, the beach 9 out
person.
of 10 times is crowded.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mountains are beautiful. All right. This is a good one. In your relationships, I feel like there's always got to be one of each. Are you the saver or are you the spender?
The what again?
The saver or the spender? Do you save the
Oh.
money or do you spend the money? I feel like there's always got to be one of each in each relationship. One that's better with money.
I'd have to talk to my financier.
I'm going to guess you're the spender then.
Say that she does it. I don't.
I'm the, yeah. I mean, I do all the bills and I pay all that. I'm the secretary of the family,
What she
right?
does.
The treasurer, all of that. But I'd say he's more responsible with money until he's not. He gets like a wild hair, and we'll go buy a truck. Like, he's that type of guy.
Well,
It's
that's-
not always the most thought out
Now
spending.
Sheldon appreciates that.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. We need to get him up there next time he's
I am the
looking.
secretary as well. But
Are
I'm
you?
The
saver?
saver.
I'm probably the spender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the big ticket purchases are usually
Her.
me.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to make the decisions like buying the yacht and the roads and all that other stuff. you know.
The real big
Yeah,
things.
the real big stuff.
How many of those have you bought in your life?
None. It's not come up in the conversation with us. Would you like to go out and buy one? No.
Oh, that's good.
I'm like we can have the generic toothpaste, but we're buying the best tool
Right.
that's available for the job.
Right.
Or,
You're getting all generic groceries and, but I mean, there's some places where you got to spend the money,
There is.
Yeah.
And I never paid attention. I know this sounds like bratty, but I never had to pay attention to labels and prices and stuff like that. But literally these past 2 or 3 years, if it has not affected you and your budget and your bank account, I feel very happy for you
but
because
there-
we've had to start
yeah.
buying a lot of generic just because everything's tripled.
But there are some things that
you just can't.
you
Listen,
just can't buy generic.
I'm not buying generic Doritos. I'm drawing the line. Have you had a generic Dorito compared to a real Dorito?
Is it just not the same?
No. Maybe we should bring that.
The
That
boys
could be an
know- the
idea.
boys know the
The boys
difference,
know.
so-
I've kind of spoiled them too. Yeah.
Yeah. They
But
know
we
the
should
difference.
do a taste test of
We
that.
should do
Get
a
some
blind taste
Yeah,
test, like the
'cause,
old
like-
Pepsi
I am
commercials.
guilty of this exact thing.
Are
Just
you?
Last week, we go through a lot of Doritos,
Do you?
and I snuck a bag of the Doritos or whatever in there, the Doritos.
Burritos.
Yeah.
that would be the Dory ones.
I haven't had any
The
flag or,
Dory-Dunzit.
feedback or
No one said anything yet.
on this experiment yet.
Really?
So I guess maybe I should look in the cabinet. The
Yeah, see which one's been
Doritos
ate.
might be
Still
stuffed
in
back
there.
in the back.
The Doritos and the Doridosn't.
Listen, yeah, Save a Lot carries both, so maybe
Yeah.
we just need to pop in there and get them, and I'll do a blind taste test in here and see. But I'm also I swear I'm not high maintenance, but if you don't come between me and Diet Coke, right? I want a Diet Coke. I don't want a Diet Pepsi. I don't want a Diet Right or whatever knockoff. I want a Diet Coke, and typically I want it from McDonald's in a fountain.
McDonald's does have good Coke.
They do. I'll drive through there. I mean, they're like my best friends, like twice a day. Here to get my Diet Coke.
Why? Yeah, and that's my question. Why can you not get a Coke? You always get the points. You get a Big Mac. You get a whatever. Why can you not get a Coke
Just
with your
get
points?
yeah. Sometimes, I mean, I think they've had that before.
Have
You can
they?
get a free drink with purchase
Oh, well, that
of $1 or more. So
Yeah.
if you and
Buy
Tina
two
could
Coke,
go
buy a Coke. Be like BOGO.
buy a Coke, get one free.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
will drink both for sure. All right, dog or cats? Dog or cat people?
We got dogs.
You got dogs?
Yeah, we've had
Oh yeah,
dogs.
Jackson. He's sweet. Stop in Black's Flower Shop and meet him. He's
Dog.
adorable. Your dog?
Dog, but
I don't
I'm
like
leaning more
cats.
toward the cat. That thing can self-sustain for a week if you want to leave the
Right,
house.
right. Dogs are more high maintenance. You gotta make sure someone takes care of them while you're gone.
Especially our dog.
Well, he's like a child. But
No,
cats,
I've seen people's children that are less high
Demanding.
maintenance,
Yeah.
Than
demanding than him.
Donna found one of those signs, in a
Yeah.
store and says, "Our dog failed obedience school." And I believe that
Yeah.
dog runs the house.
oh really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
Our
typically
dogs have
do.
us trained.
Yeah. Yep, that sounds about right. But cats are funny. Like they always have the best personalities. I feel like you know what I mean.
Oh, you do not know.
They're
you have
annoying,
no clue.
but they're kind of like
My daughter, their they have a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This cat is evil. I mean, he's
A
the
good portion of
spawn.
them
He is
are.
the spawn of Satan. This cat is.
oh.
I'm not lying. First of all, his name is Donald. Donald the cat. And that cat, I walk past it. I mean, I'll be from here to the door and walk past it, and that cat is.
Just doesn't like people at all.
Yeah. But they can just go pick that cat up and carry it around.
That's why I love
football.
them. They're not afraid to,
When the kids were little, somebody would always say, "I've got a kitten. Do you want it?" And I'd tell them, said, "My dad
No.
don't like cats, so I can't take it home." And I do not like cats.
Really. Just-
And they know, cats know whether you
Right.
like them or not.
right.
So
I think
we
that's
never had a cat in the house, and we're not going to have one in the
wow.
house.
I think that's cool about dogs too. I feel like they can kind of sense whether you like them or not, and also if you're a good person or not. Like like if the dog's not liking that
Yeah.
guy, I'm gonna step away too.
Now,
you know?
if you also, I've noticed this too. Our dog, and in the past, dogs that we've had, if someone comes to the house that is not a dog person, that dog will lavish so much attention on that person.
Oh really?
Yeah, you're going to like me.
You're
whether
gonna
you
like
it
me
or not.
before you leave. That is too funny. All right, last one. Online shopping or in store?
In store.
In store,
Yeah,
Yeah, in store.
in store if I'm local. I want to go in
Yeah.
store, and I try to shop local as much as I possibly can.
In store if I can
But-
get it.
yeah.
I am not one. I know this makes me sound very ungirly, and I'm sorry, women. I am not a shopper. I don't enjoy it. Don't invite me to go to Evansville for an all-day shopping trip. I will be sick that day. Like that is torture for me. I want to go in, get out, and that's why I love shopping here. You can walk in, they kind of help you get what you need, and you're in and out in 15 minutes. Perfect. That's my kind of shopping. Go
mean,
home and
I can step 1 foot into a store and do this and go, okay, I don't need anything.
you're out, huh?
But how do explain? I don't.
Now,
Donna has a tendency, and I went shopping one time
With her?
in the 45 years, and we walk
Never
in,
happened
we go
again.
from this store to this store,
Right.
to this store,
Right.
and I said, So what did we accomplish? They all got the same stuff.
Yeah.
And
Now-
she said, well, I got to go in and look. And I said, you don't need me to go.
Now, if we're
That'll
at one
be
of those,
that.
if we're at one of those stores like Harbor Freight or Menards or
That's
those
candy shop.
yeah those stores
That's
you
what
see
that is.
those stores you see at the outlet malls. If you go like to Branson or
Right.
Gatlinburg, they always have a store like seen on TV, as seen on TV. I'll spend hours in there playing with the gadgets.
and,
fisherman.
and I'll guarantee you, she will not go to Harbor Freight with me. Or
Now, see-
Rural King,
now, see,
You
or-
guys know your boundaries.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you've been
I
I
married
could
don't
that
need to
long.
go there.
I could go to any place. I mean, I can go to Kincaid's, and
I like how you enunciated that. Kincaid's.
Kincaid's. That's
I
right.
always said it. Kincaid's, yeah.
Yeah.
Kincaid's.
So I mean, I
Kincaid's.
could go to any place like that, and
Yeah.
I could take a lawn chair and just sit out in
Sit.
the wood department and just hang out all day because I love that smell.
Well,
Oh.
that's different than shopping because I don't shop.
Yeah.
I
I'll
have a
be
list.
shopping at different.
You go
times.
in,
Go in,
you know,
get what you need.
you know,
Yes.
I think I need
the
a
3
4x4
other surprises
to-
or 4 that you
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
need, and yeah.
Right. There's always got to be a few of those, especially if children with you. Actually, last time I was at Kincaid, you were in front of us in line, and my kids just grabbing, ooh, there's Oreos, ooh, Pringles, ooh, throwing it all in. I'm like,
Impulse buys.
we literally came in to get a key duplicated, and I have a cart full of stuff. but
$73 in gummy worms later.
My husband says I'm weak. I mean, he may be right, but I have a hard time telling my kids no sometimes.
I probably haven't been to a shopping mall in 15, 18 years.
And that's just it's a thing of the past.
Right,
like
yeah.
that was such a especially when I was a
In
teenager, you
certain
would go.
areas, the shopping mall is.
We had nothing else to do, so
Yeah.
I lived in Robinson K through 8th, and we'd go to Effingham, and they had a great shopping mall in Effingham.
Yeah.
That's no more.
Not no more.
Terre Haute, Indiana, they had a great shopping mall.
Which is pretty much no more.
Right. Mount Vernon, when I was in Fairfield, we'd go to Mount Vernon. But it's just kind of sad. A lot of people have transitioned to online shopping and that whole era of just like spending your day at the shopping mall and going to the movies and your mom picking you up afterwards. It's kind of
If I
gone.
do online shopping, Bridget, I need this. Or,
That's my mom.
yeah,
She texts me and my sister, will someone get this for me? And
Yeah, the way I
Sure.
do it.
Yeah.
I need this.
I know you guys know how to do it, but you just, want to. No.
No, I
Nope.
don't know. How
And
to
I'm
do
not
it.
going to learn.
Nope.
That's funny. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I thank you guys for joining us.
You're
and
welcome. Thanks
Just
for
like
having
to
us.
remind everybody,
Yes,
Saturday,
tomorrow.
November the
You
4th,
bet it.
2 o'clock, down on First Street. Lineup starts at 1 o'clock.
Watch
Line
the
up.
broadcast on Mule Nation if you can't make it.
Yep. Stop by and say hi. We'll be setting up in front of Black's Flower Shop.
Yep.
And yep, we appreciate y'all for joining us here on It's a Beautiful Day in Fairfield. And have a great weekend.
Same
Do
to
the
you.
same.
Thank you.